Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing. 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Tell me and I forget, teach me and I may remember, involve me and I learn. They who can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. He that can have patience can have what he will. You may delay, but time will not. Many people die at 25 and aren't buried until they are 75. A penny saved is a penny earned. In wine there is wisdom, in beer there is freedom, in water there is bacteria. Never ruin an apology with an excuse. We are all born ignorant, but one must work hard to remain stupid. Justice will not be served until those who are unaffected are as outraged as those who are. Fear not death, for the sooner we die, the longer we shall be immortal. I didn't fail the test, I just found 100 ways to do it wrong. By failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. Those who would give up essential liberty to purchase a little temporary safety deserve neither liberty nor safety. Dear is proof that God loves us and wants us to be happy. How many observe Christ's birthday, how few his precepts. Being ignorant is not so much a shame as being unwilling to learn. An investment in knowledge always pays the best interest. Well done is better than well said. Hide not your talents, they for use were made. What's a sundial in the shade? It is the first responsibility of every citizen to question authority. Lost time is never found again. 3 may keep a secret if 2 of them are dead. Instead of cursing the darkness, light a candle. If all printers were determined not to print anything till they were sure it would offend nobody, there would be very little printed. The Constitution only guarantees the American people the right to pursue happiness. You have to catch it yourself. Be at war with your vices, at peace with your neighbors, and let every new year find you a better man. Remember not only to say the right thing in the right place, but far more difficult still, to leave unsaid the wrong thing at the tempting moment. 'Tis a great confidence in a friend to tell him your faults, greater to tell him his. The person who deserves most pity is a lonesome one on a rainy day who doesn't know how to read. Dost thou love life? Then do not squander time, for that's the stuff life is made of. Early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. Never confuse motion with action. Educate your children to self-control, to the habit of holding passion and prejudice and evil tendencies subject to an upright and reasoning will, and you have done much to abolish misery from their future and crimes from society. He that is good for making excuses is seldom good for anything else. Whatever is begun in anger ends in shame. Do not anticipate trouble or worry about what may never happen. Keep in the sunlight. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. When a man is denied the right to live the life he believes in, he has no choice but to become an outlaw. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. The brave man is not he who does not feel afraid, but he who conquers that fear. A good head and good heart are always a formidable combination, but when you add to that a literate tongue or pen, then you have something very special. It always seems impossible until it's done. No one is born hating another, for some because of the color of his skin or his background or his religion. People must learn to hate, and if they can learn it, they can be taught to love, for love comes more naturally to the human heart than its opposite. Resentment is like drinking poison, and then hoping it will kill your enemies. For to be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others. There is nothing like returning to a place that remains unchanged to find the ways in which you yourself have altered. Do not judge me by my successes. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again. As I walked out the door toward the gate that would lead to my freedom, I knew if I didn't leave my bitterness and hatred behind, I'd still be in prison. Lead from the back and let others believe they are in front. I am not a saint unless you think of a saint as a sinner who keeps on trying. There is no passion to be found, playing small and settling for a life that is less than the one you are capable of living. If you talk to a man in a language he understands, that goes to his head. If you talk to him in his language, that goes to his heart. As I have said, the first thing is to be honest with yourself. You can never have an impact on society if you have not changed yourself. Great peacemakers are all people of integrity, of honesty, but humility. As we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. A leader is like a shepherd. He stays behind the flock, letting the most nimble go out ahead, whereupon the others follow, not realizing that all along they are being directed from behind. It is said that no one truly knows a nation until one has been inside its jails. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. May your choices reflect your hopes, not your fears. I am the captain of my soul. A winner is a dreamer who never gives up. A nation should not be judged by how it treats its highest citizens, but its lowest ones. Where you stand depends on where you sit. One of the things I learned when I was negotiating was that until I changed myself, I could not change others. Appearances matter, and remember to smile. After climbing a great hill, one only finds that there are many more hills to climb. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is inspiring others to move beyond it. Live life as though nobody is watching, and express yourself as though everyone is listening. We cannot free ourselves unless we move forward united in a single desire. Filipino people, the hour has arrived, touched blood for the conquest of our liberty. Assemble and follow the flag of the revolution. It stands for liberty, equality, and fraternity. Let the stream of blood cease to flow. Let there be an end to tears and desolation. The Spanish government, whose despotic cruelty American imperialism now imitates and in some respects surpasses, denied to us many of the liberties which you were already enjoying. We are no longer insurgents. We are no longer revolutionists. That is to say, armed men desirous of destroying and annihilating the enemy. The first Philippine Republic, of which I was its humble president, was an achievement we owe largely to Masonry and the Masons. There is nothing lacking, therefore, in order for us to be recognized and admitted as a free and independent nation. The successful revolution of 1896 was Masonically inspired, led, and executed. I saw my own soldiers die without affecting future events. When we protested against this iniquitous ingratitude, then the guns of the United States were turned upon us. We were denounced as traitors and rebels. You destroyed the homes to which you had been welcomed as honored guests. Why do the imperialists wish to subjugate us? Don't you ever feel that the love you feel makes you suffer? Really, God gives love to your heart as a gift, and you should be grateful for that. Write about me in your black or white ink. Let history read and answer. The rose does not propagate its fragrance. By itself, its fragrance spreads all around itself. Two opposites, I can be soft and I can be talkative. I can be tough and steely, and I can be gentle with rhythm. If, for example, I am given to lives by God, I will also dedicate these to lives to the motherland and nation. Men and women are like the two wings of a bird. If the two wings are as strong, then the bird can fly to the highest peak. If one of the two wings is broken, then the bird cannot fly at all. Life is not about I could have been, but about I try. Don't think about failure. It's a lesson. We haven't lived in the light of the full moon. We are still living in transition. Keep the spirit of the eagle. Before you complain about having nothing, think about someone begging on the street. Don't look to the future with blind eyes. The past is very useful as a beacon of the future. If we can't provide clothing and food in this rich homeland, then actually we ourselves are stupid. We ourselves are the most stupid. A nation is a group of tough people. It has the desire to unite and has a common character that resides on one geopolitics that is clearly one unity. You people really don't have compassion for other living things. What's wrong with shooting the deer? What if the deer you shot still has young? Children who need help from their mother. Are you people here lacking food? I said that our goal with social justice is a just and prosperous society using industrial tools, very modern, technological tools, as long as it is not controlled by the capitalist system. A nation that consists of mere workers and is a laborer. Between nations, gentlemen judges are not comfortable. Is it not therefore obligatory for each nation to prevent this situation in the strictest way? Before you complain about the taste of your food, think about someone who has nothing to eat. One cannot serve God by not serving fellow human beings. God resides in the hut of the poor. If, for example, I am given to lives by God, I will also dedicate these to lives to the motherland and nation. If we have a strong desire from the heart, then the whole universe will work together to make it happen. From a positive angle, we can't develop our personality culture as well as possible if there is no healthy sense of nationality. Only a nation that dares to take its fate into its own hands will be able to stand strong. What has been agreed politically should never be debated aesthetically. A great nation is a nation that respects the services of its heroes. Whoever wants pearls must dare to plunge into the deep ocean. Make my suffering as a testimony that even the power of a president has limits, because the only lasting power is the power of the people, and above all is the power of God Almighty. My struggle is easier because of expelling invaders, but your struggle will be more difficult because it is against your own people. If inside a person there is still shame and fear of doing something good, then the guarantee for that person is that he will not meet him with even one step of progress. 1,000 old people can dream. One young man can change the world. I prefer a painting of an ocean whose waves are rushing over a painting of a rice field that is calm and serene. Hang your dreams as high as the sky, dream as high as the sky. If you fall, you will fall among the stars.